Hi, and welcome back to another video. And today, we will be finally looking at some new polls released for the Virginia 2025 governor race. Now, I have so far rarely talked about this governor race for this year, only because we have been given so little polls, as you can see here on 538 here. So this goes all the way back to September of 2024 and up to January of 2025 so far. Obviously, as we get for the year, we're going to get a lot more polls than just this. But yeah, about a couple days ago, or actually, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago. No, it was yesterday. We got finally a new poll for the Virginia governor election of 2025, and we got a new one this morning. But anyways, I'm going to be focusing on, some of the polls here, what they show. But anyways, oh yeah, okay, so these two actually came this morning despite being polled all the way back in December of last month. But, they really do show something interesting. So what we have here, let's go all the way back. Let's go all the way back to September 7th to September 10th, where we have Spanberger, who is set to become the Democratic nominee. She, so far, is the only Democrat that has entered the race and most likely clenched the nomination of the Democrats, who is running for governor. And then you have Sears, who I believe, as I said in one of my previous videos, that Sears will become the Republican nominee for this governor race, as she is the lieutenant governor. The Republican governor of Virginia, Glenn Youngkin, has endorsed her. So yeah, I think she's gonna get the Republican nominee. So it's obviously going to be down to Spanberger and Sears. Now, we do have some other polls that have Spanberger and whoever this, I'm actually not sure who this is. I'd had to look in the candidate list. Obviously, Spanberger has quite a big lead here. And then if you compare it with Sears, however, it does get a lot more competitive. So it looks like, put these two up against each other, it gets competitive. However, this poll was taken all the way back in September. We also have it even, like I said, these two, it's going to be very competitive. However, still, Spanberger polling over him again. Spanberger versus Sears, once again, competitive, but still Spanberger has a 1-point polling lead. Spanberger and Sears again with a 3+ polling lead. However, this is, still early. This is the poll came out today. And then you have Sears against another Democrat who is not even in the race, has not even declared the candidacy. But we have her against Scott, who it's Sears +2. So Sears and Spanberger, if you put them up against different opponents, if you put Sears up against a Democrat candidate who isn't even a candidate, is not even running, she wins, right? She's polling lead, Republican, and then if you put Spanberger against a Republican who I'm not sure if he's running, but look, you have Spanberger leading, and then you put Spanberger and Sears, in a poll against each other, who most likely will be the two candidates. It's competitive, right? It's even. As of September, it's even. And the most recent poll here, there you have Spanberger and Sears, a +3 poll. This was taken all the way back December, but not even in 2025 this poll was taken. The first poll of 2025 was this one, which was released yesterday, and obviously you have Spanberger by a 1-point lead. Now, still, that is not a lead, as you saw in my 2024 election videos when I was talking about Kamala Harris's lead. As I did say, this a lead because we saw Kamala Harris leading Donald Trump by 1, by 3, by 2, by all these small numbers. And I said on those videos that those polling leads she was not in a comfortable spot to, feel comfortable and, confident that she was going to win the election, that she was going to beat Donald Trump. And guess what? I was right. So when you look at this, Spanberger, despite, having an early advantage over Sears, I do think that she still, is not in a in a comfortable spot to say, oh yeah, I got the election in the bag, because I do believe this governor race, as you can see from the polling back in September, that this this governor election is going to be very, very close in November of this year. So it's going to be very interesting to watch, and I cannot wait to watch it. However, I do have more for you guys here. We can be comparing this to the 2021 Virginia election, where Glenn Youngkin won by almost 2 points here. So yeah, I do believe this race is going to be close. Even the one in 2021 was obviously close, and we can go back here, but still, Glenn Youngkin was able to run on prices, inflation, and that was a really big, really big issue to Americans in 2021. And Glenn Youngkin still won by such a close margin, despite, in my opinion, Terry McAuliffe running such a poor campaign. I was not impressed with his campaign when I watched it, and I did predict to myself that Glenn Youngkin was going to win. Now, obviously, my channel was not around back then, but still, if I was making videos back then, I would have told you guys Glenn Youngkin was going to win. Glenn Youngkin was campaigning on, gas prices, inflation, the economy, all this stuff that were so important to not just Virginians, but, to the average American voter. And despite Glenn Youngkin, campaigning on all the stuff that really matters, he still won by such a close margin, almost 2 points, under 2 points, 1.9%. And Terry McAuliffe, despite not even campaigning on the issues that matter to Americans, almost won the election. He almost won the election, but still, Glenn Youngkin was able to come out on top. And we could see that with the Democrat, it's a Donald Trump administration, and, they could vote against the incumbency just like they did in 2021 with Joe Biden. So, it could happen. Now, I am going to show you guys, here is the Wikipedia page for the 2025 Virginia governor election. So, obviously, the primaries have not happened yet, and, Glenn Youngkin is still the governor. We have still yet to pick the nominees, which I believe is happening in April and May. I'm not sure. Let's see if it says... okay, so the primary elections will be on June 17th. Okay, so we have a lot longer to go. But yeah, it's going to happen in the summer, apparently, looks like. You can see here, U.S. Representative Abigail Spanberger, a Democrat, and Lieutenant Governor Winston A.O. Sears, a Republican, also considered frontrunners for their respective party nominations. Each of them would be Virginia's first female governor, but A.O. Sears would also be the first African-American female governor in the United States history. Now, if you ask me, out of these two, so let's say these two would get the nominees, which I believe they will, who would win? Well, I think it's way too early. But I do believe, because of the advantage Spanberger has right now, I do believe she is the favorite as of right now for this governor election. And we're going to see. So I do think Democrats right now have an early advantage for several reasons. They are, as of right now, the opposition party. They are in the complete minority in all branches of government. And in 2025, Donald Trump and the Republican will be the governing party. And in these governor races, they always vote against the incumbents party, and I could show you guys that right now. So in 2021, we had Joe Biden. In 2017, okay, so yeah, we had Donald Trump, right? They voted against Donald Trump. In 2013, we had Barack Obama, and in 2009, we also had Barack Obama, right? The big, big rejection of Barack Obama here. And then we also had, in 2005, we had George Bush, right? Rejection of George Bush. In 2001, we also had George Bush. Another rejection of George Bush. In 1976, we had, Bill Clinton. Obviously, okay, so... But you guys... Oh, that was North Carolina. What am I doing? 1993, it was Bill Clinton. You see that 17-point swing to the right. And then in 1997... it was Bill Clinton. Pull that up here. Yeah, look at that. So obviously, yeah, right, there's going to be this anti-incumbent vote come this election in 2025, November of 2025. So it's going to be very interesting to watch, and it's going to be interesting to see that if Winston Sears can overperform Youngkin's margin or underperform, right? She needs to overperform to win, and obviously, Abigail Spanberger needs to do a lot and needs to perform a much better election performance than Terry McAuliffe did in either to win. Obviously, Terry McAuliffe had such a poor election performance, but still, not that bad. It wasn't like a 7-point, wipeout. It was really a 2-point win for Glenn Youngkin. And if the Republicans want to hold on to the governor mansion, they need to do that. But if you ask me right now, I do believe, as of right now, Abigail Spanberger is the favorite, and the Democrats have a very early advantage on this governor race, and I do believe that Republicans are in trouble. However, I can't say the same about the New Jersey governor race, but that is for another video. But anyways, yeah, that's the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.